experience dealing with Bunker than a team that regularly plays on EU ladder.
There is none. There is not a single team, not a single region more experienced. Lance Academy, though, looking like they're probably going to be rolling out on this triple DPS. Maybe we'll make a swap when they see the comp, but triple DS very strong in terms of pressuring the point, moving forward, and trying to get shield pressure here onto Lolsters.
The problem is that Sombra building EMP early versus Bunker is quite difficult. Sombra does not have great opportunities to build, and even though EMP is very good against Bunker, the actual building is not.
No, it is not, and if Hawk wants to play this, I think, in a more correct strategy, as we've seen how hard it is for Sombras to get build, rather just pressure the point, make them rotate to you.
Gator swing in for the back, and a pile drive his way on in. Sugar Free from the front, going for the rockets, but the Orisa shield holding quite strong.
They are going to be forcing the rotation, though, because no immortality field means that if another engage were to happen, as Bird gets the right click on Urki, no Urki means no Mei walls.
And that is fantastic for Atlanta Academy. They've chipped away in a very important piece here for the Angry Titans. And now the Orisa shield under pressure. Gator res back up. It's still Atlanta with 6. And the Angry Titans desperately tried to hold on.
They are trying to hold on. You see the shield pressure continuing to happen. Sugar Free putting so much pressure. Astra close to the Valk. And Angry Titans, they've had to back up. They need to get healed. They're trying to recontest. The amplification matrix is out.
Yeah, Matrix is out. Certainly not a fight you want to take. Bastion putting out unrivaled DPS in this mode, in this moment. And Urki finds Saucy. Atlanta, even through early pickoffs, they have been stymied here in the beginning.
They have. The Nano Boost also used, making sure that Emil could stay alive, could pressure that point. The barrage is up. Saucy close to that Dragon Strike. The question is, are they going to use both? Are they going to try to combo him or try to only go for a barrage? I think they should look for the combo. They're close to EMP too.
Sugar Free holding on to the barrage. Barrage can be a good buster here in the moment. Spectral already down. Gator able to find the pickoff. The Torbjorn is out, and here comes the raid. Sugar Free gonna bring it. Drops 2, looking for 3, and that's gonna be Atlanta getting point A.
And this is so crucial right now because if Hawk stays alive, even if he goes down, as long as they get the res, not only was that engage fantastic, but more importantly, no EMP use. No EMP used at all.
The crowd doesn't like that.
No, they don't. It's a tactical crouch, a very tactical crouch. As Atlanta Academy looking to move here onto first, they have mines, they have Dragon Strike, they have a way to combo them into that. They even have EMP and Trance, every ult available for them.
This is such good momentum for Atlanta because they did not have to use the EMP back on point A. They will not get a better opportunity all map long.
But most importantly, when we're watching here, is Fat's immortality field will be so crucial to deny any EMP damage.
Hawk going for the EMP. What's the fallout going to be? So far, Angry Titans still up, back going to fall, but so does Hawk. It's 5-on-5. You need more than that on attack. And Angry Titans going to repel Atlanta. But not without a cost.
They are going to get the res, though. There actually is still potential for them to continue to fight. The Dragon Strike is out, forcing Lolsters to move. The mines are all over point.
Atlanta's still in this. Angry Titans, it's not quite over yet. Here comes Sugar Free over the top. 77%, looking for another barrage. Takes down the Supercharger, moving back in, looking for the turret. And this is real dangerous for the Angry Titans despite how it started. Take one and oh, what a shot!
What a shot, but Hawk, he's back. He's here on D.Va. He's still cleaning up, but the spawn advantage is very strong for Angry Titans. There needs to be more cleanup soon. With Gator down, there's no way this fight is going to win.
No, should be it. Atlanta, though, what a rebound, but an even better response from Angry Titans to repel it.
The EMP was good, was solid. It stopped Fat from being able to use that immortality field early, but there wasn't any cleanup. There was nothing there available to get those frags. And in return, that pull, that halt, tank shot was huge. Removing Sugar Free, making sure that there was not going to be a barrage, there wasn't going to be any further cleanup.
And Atlanta now going to be making some pretty serious swaps, going over to the Winston 3-3, backed up by Anana.
So Urki is already holding on to that Blizzard. Lolsters coming up on the Supercharger, so a lot of very strong ults here against what is a drained Atlanta Academy.
They go for the split to start with, but Angry Titans don't really seem too concerned with following it up. Atlanta going to move on through now that the wall is on cooldown.
I mean, there's no way for them to really effectively follow it up besides the Mei. Anyways, they have no mobility. It's just the Mei.
Oh! Gator out in the cold. The wall splitting him from the rest of his team. And Atlanta is going to find themselves out and away from point B.
Bird is coming up on that nano boost, but still no ults in sight for the rest of Atlanta Academy. They need to take some fights. They need to actually force Angry Titans to rotate, to fight them, because if they're not building up these ults, there's going to be so much time burned off the bank.
Angry Titans for now more than comfortable to sit back here. The Orisa Bastion on a very awkward to engage spot of Hanamura. It is a challenge for Atlanta, especially with no ults on the way.
No ults on the way. You see Gator sitting main. He gets frozen. He gets picked. He was just trapped in main by Erky. Erky just sitting there farming him.
Do you agree with the Winston here at this point for Atlanta? Is this the real move to go to in this situation?
Well, the Winston, it does allow you to be a little bit more mobile, but if you're going to be playing Winston, you need to be pressuring point a lot more. You need to be pressuring point. You maybe even need to be hiding in the spawn because you're not very tanky. You're actually going to get taken down very, very quick. You can't really dive that effectively either. So the best thing for Gator to be doing is trying to open up some point presence, open up some rotations.
So Atlanta gets through one area rather cleanly. The wall gets split off two, and the Bionade to Atlanta. Devastating, hits 3. Sugar Free, unable to be healed, taken down in quick fast.
And something to note here for Atlanta Academy is that they are playing 3-3. Sugar Free's on Brigitte, but think about what value Brigitte is giving to this comp right now. There's no Brigitte for Angry Titan. They're playing very static. They're waiting for rotations. It might be better for them to think something more mobile.
Oh, once more. Bionade, followed by the halt. The Blizzard might be eaten, but doesn't really matter. Erky's down, but Atlanta's no closer to getting onto this point.
No, Atlanta's still no closer. Bird's not there. That's a lot of sustain gone for Atlanta Academy. They're staying in this fight. They just need to regroup. They need to rethink because so far they've been walking it and getting picked every rotation.
They are running into a very special, particularly pungent brand of EU cheese right now.
And they really, I think they need to rethink. They can't now because Sugar Free's so close to the rally, but they need to think about their strategy and what switches they might need to make versus this because Angry Titans want them to walk into them, want them to not take a fight until they get the point because that gives them the most value possible.
This has been very difficult for Atlanta, and I think it's clear that they don't have great experience dealing with a setup like this.
And Nano Boost used onto Gator, looking for the engage. Here it comes, the lava for Spectral.
Well, the amplification matrix is out, and Gator might be in for a world of hurt. Some heavy damage coming in from Emil. A self-destruct right at his doorstep. Hawk, though, ends up falling. The floor was lava, and he's out of the fight. Angry Titans repelling Atlanta once more.
They are getting some ticks there on the point. They're actually going to be able to get 2 ticks. They're still fighting. The fight's definitely done now with the tank form out, but able to get some more presence here on the point. We'll have the grab for the next fight. And one thing about grab, it's taken a long time for it to be built. It's very hard to charge it when they're sitting behind a shield and a Orisa shield up on the high ground, but there is no defensible. There is no defensible for Angry Titans.
And Atlanta, they've been messing around for a long time now, but time is about at the end. 45 seconds left, one more attempt to break what has been an iron defense here from the Titans.
Angry Titans making the strategy work, playing split, but playing concentrated around their bunker at the same time. The nade is out, wait for it to be done, gonna move back in, and for them, they need to make sure they save cooldowns for this engage to follow up on Saucy's grab, knowing that there is no defensible.
Saucy hanging on to the Graviton, Atlanta pushing up the right-hand side. The Titans gonna use the wall once more. It's one obstacle after another. 15 seconds remain, and Gator already almost down. The Bionade nearly sealed his fate.
No, they are gonna stay alive. Gator was so low. They're actually gonna be pressuring Lolchus, the wall, putting some damage between them, putting the wall between them. They're still looking for the engage for this grab right now.
Nano Boost has been on Gator, and Precious Low has been done. They grab the back, they take down A-Fox, and yet they need more. Gator just minigun down by Emil up on the top. Here comes the Blizzard. Angry Titans can end this with a bit of kill, and he with 2 falls.
That sleep is so huge.
They sleep him, but Atlanta, they're down so many players. Respawns are going to be coming back in. Sugar Free running wild at the point, but won't be enough. They got Spectral back on in. He's about to turn the floor to lava once more. Molten Core is up. Watch where you stand, Atlanta. You might get a hot foot as he's moving on in. And Atlanta still fighting, still in overtime. They got a tick on the point, but Gator has fallen. Emil down on the other side. Funny Astro trying to delay. Saucy takes a hammer to the face.
And the EU crowd, they love the Torb. They love the Torb. How could they not? Very pumped up for that. And Angry Titans played their comp expertly, and it was almost winnable there. That sleep from Bird up onto the high ground, allowing for the stay, Sugar Free staying on point with the rally. It was finally a good push for them, but they just could not get the value needed. The time was working against them.
It definitely was, and again, if I had to describe Atlanta in one word, confusion. Even though they're familiar with these sorts of strategies, to be played at the level that Angry Titans was just playing it at is certainly a new and likely unwelcome experience to Atlanta, who has flown so far to be here. But now, as we look in to the next round, it is worth noting that Atlanta, if they just have a good defense of their own, they don't have to worry about dealing with unconventional setups to the same degree. Those setups are much more powerful and viable on defense as opposed to offense.
The phrase that is tossed around quite often when we look at a scenario like this for Atlanta is winnable.
Yeah.
And winnable would also be said for the Angry Titans. That was a great defense for them, denying the second cap entirely. Only ticks given up for a second, no full cap. So for Atlanta, their backs are against the wall in terms of having a good first defense. Because if they have a good first defense, second becomes a lot more manageable. If they get rolled, snowball very possible.
And to be clear, Atlanta did get progress on second. You can see it for yourself if you look at the top middle of the screen. 71%. That is not insubstantial. That is very defensible, but is certainly an advantage right now to the hometown team, the Angry Titans.
See, Titans look like they might be running out on a triple DPS comp of their own, but with Fat. Actually, am I seeing a... No, okay, I was about to say Fat going to be on the Tracer. We're going to see the quad DPS with solo heal AFOX, but going to be swapping to the 3-3, no triple DPS for Angry Titans. Deciding when they look at Atlanta Academy's comp, they're running Winston, they're running Sombra. They know they can't hold the chokes super effectively. Going to have to rotate in here, try to get cleave damage, and move towards the point for Angry Titans.
It's a bit of pressure coming in right now from Atlanta. And certainly they're going to be hoping to build the EMP quickly. Angry Titans, they're on the classic timer up against a Sombra comp to win the battle before the EMP comes in. That Bionade is big.
Very big Bionade, but no one from Atlanta really there to follow it up. Also, when you're running the Zen, you know, great, anti-nades are cool and all, but there is no follow-up available. They only have those double dive tanks that will be tough to push.
Well, Bird also trying to build the nano boost early. Down the half HP, Sugar-Free in a world of hurt. Atlanta wounded as the Titans look awfully threatening. Moving on to the point, Atlanta has had to give up a tick here for free, but now they're going to re-engage. They've healed on up just a bit more. Bird getting close to the nano. Gator, a very early primal, and now he's going to be knocking the Titans around, looking for a pickup. Even though Gator falls! Gator cannot get out! Man advantage now to the Titans, and they are looking like this is going to be a quick point A indeed. The Graviton seals the deal.
That was the right comp swap for Angry Titans. Seeing Atlanta Academy's composition, moving immediately towards the 3-3 and trying to take the engage as fast as possible here towards point. They did use Grav though. There is no Grav available for the snowball, and Atlanta Academy have EMP.
You hear the crowd. They're loving what they see. 6 minutes for the Angry Titans to go up 2-1.
Angry Titans gonna move in up here from the high ground and mill coming up on the bomb. Lulcious with the shatter. A strong combo to enter here. They should know Spectral is not gonna have that grab though for Atlanta Academy.
Graviton can be invested here early. Sugar-Free with the EMP shouldn't be necessary, but he can save that for this fight. But Atlanta, it's cold comfort. They have a long way to go.
Atlanta having a good grab there on the doorway, splitting the heals, making sure that there was no easy way for them to get out, get away from that damage. Sugar-Free also able to hold on to the EMP, which is so important. As long as Fat has that beat, you want an EMP to be able to strip it, to give him the pressure where he can't just drop it for free.
The upside here for Atlanta, they're in a very good spot ult economy-wise, but they must be perfect from here on out.
Must be perfect, and now with these chokes, with these rotations coming in, Gator's gonna have to find a lot of value with the isolation, with the cleave, and most importantly with this primal to remove someone from the fight.
And this is probably gonna be the fight that the EMP will be unleashed upon the Angry Titans.
So Angry Titans looking to take this rotation here from main. They're gonna walk in, try to take it to the point. The EMP about to be used, catching 5 members.
EMP direct clear top, but the barrier comes in right after, not in time to save Lulcious, who's out of the fight. An easy man advantage here to Atlanta, and that's exactly what you want from the EMP engage. The rest of Atlanta holding on to their ultimates, and Angry Titans in a bind.
Are able to get the beat out from Fat. Also the rally used for Urki to engage. Atlanta just keeping 5 members of Angry Titans here trapped on the choke. They're waiting for their player. Losa's still gonna be in main. The question is, especially while Sugar-Free is asleep, they need to make sure he stays alive.
They can't let Sugar-Free fall
so
here.
deep.
Sugar-Free in real danger, but AFOX is gonna fall. The sleep working against the Angry Titans, and now they had to wait for Lulcious. Now they're gonna have to wait for AFOX on the other side. Lulcious is back, and back to spot he goes.
That was a great sleep onto Sugar-Free. Los was also coming from main, means they didn't have that shield for AFOX. He was trying to get the anti off. He was trying to get some sort of damage there onto Sugar-Free. He committed too far, was caught in return, and Gator having a lot of restraint, not popping that primal.
And remember that this is a long game of ultimate economy here for Angry Titans. The thing that gets really troublesome for them is that because of all that skirmishing that just went down, look at Sugar-Free. He's gonna have an EMP again.
Will have EMP, but something to note is that since Lulcious is on Ryan and Gator's on Winston, if the bubble's removed and there's no bubble for Saucy, Angry Titans could look to just try to set up Shatter if they play slow and remove that barrier.
Sugar-Free looking at a 6-man EMP, but they're gonna use the Graviton first. They think that's all they need, and that is all they need. It's easy cleanup in for Atlanta. Sugar-Free gets to hold on to the EMP button one more time.
This ult economy is so important for Atlanta. only using one ult to win a fight. Titans know they don't want to commit anything either. So Atlanta, they're the ones that can play chicken with ults. They can choose, we're going to commit one ult. And Titans, if you want to commit one, that's fine, because we still have EMP.
And if you're Angry Titans right now, you might want to sweat a little bit. You've lost about half your time as of now. That is dangerous against Atlanta that's still looking quite strong.
Angry Titans coming up on that 6 ult soon. Fat already almost to that 70%. Saucy with no grab, so there is an opening while a grab is not available, but Sugar Free still has EMP during all this.
EMP is the great ultimate that cheats Ultimate Economy. Grab's going to be used here first by Angry Titans. Met by an EMP. The barrier in for Atlanta. They need at least one pick off here, Angry Titans. EMP's about to wear off. The bomb over the top does not connect. Angry Titans still threatening here. Sugar Free gonna fall. Man advance for the Titans. And now the bomb up and over straight to the middle. Atlanta reeling. Gator trying to bring it back. Primal Rage knocking people around. Atlanta again awfully low. Erky might be down, but so is Saucy. The Titans trying to take residence up here on the point. Spectro laying in the damage. Loshish here and ready. The Earth Shatter ready to go. And the Titans are almost in a victory position.
Bird is going to go down. You see Sugar Free still on point, getting a lot of delay. Here comes Saucy. Saucy doing some good damage, not able to catch anyone just yet. Sugar Free is still on point. He's getting freezes. The delay is insane, but how are they going to get any frags?
Well, they're delaying, but now they're open to the miracle. The Angry Titans have Atlanta in check. They have only a little bit more to go. Atlanta gonna desperately try to delay, but how long can they do it? The kill feed lighting up a green, and the Angry Titans gonna take it.
And you see the Angry Titan staff walking into the booth. Very excited, the crowd pumped up. And that was an incredible delay from Atlanta. But Titans, finally, we saw British Hurricane earlier today. They just threw ults away constantly in a push where they just had to eco. And Angry Titans made the right play, saved their ults, played the game of chicken until eventually they just had the much better setup.
See both coaching staffs going in, but that was very well played by the Angry Titans. They eventually got to an area of even Ultimate Economy. And even with the EMP, they struck before EMP could really be used. And the EMP was not enough to save them from the early Graviton engage. It was very well played by the Angry Titans. Now they're one map away from keeping EU's hopes alive as we move into the final day tomorrow.
And Angry Titans and Atlanta Academy both need to be remaining composed here. Making sure stay alive. As we have a surprise guest entering the couch. Your microphone's right there, sir. Go ahead and grab it.
What's
and
up,
how about
guys?
you go right ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, guys.
There he is. The crowd obviously very happy.
Just pumping them on up.
All right. Hey, guys, my name is Radio Boy. I'm Angry Titans team manager. And I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
So first of all, how are you feeling right now?
Dude, you can tell my voice is going to start cracking if I keep going, but it doesn't matter, you know? These guys are awesome. These guys are awesome. It's an amazing event, and I'm really happy to be here.
That's good.
So I have to ask, what changed between yesterday and today, where yesterday was a big disappointment to a lot of fans of EU going, wait, these aren't the Angry Titans we remember. You guys had a very rough day, and yet you picked yourselves up, and you look far better today across all facets of your team.
Yeah, I said it before a little bit in the interview that I gave. You know, yesterday we tried to play a style that counters fusion. You know, we just got countered in our counter, I guess. And now we said, you know, we go back to what we do and we just do whatever we want to do, and we try to force a play style onto the enemy team, try to make them uncomfortable. And yeah, we had a really long talk yesterday. We talked about like 3 hours with all the players. Everyone like talked about what's on their mind and on their heart, and it helped a lot. And I think it shows. These guys are really popping off right now.
And do you think the crowd is influencing this play at all? Do you think they're taking some energy from the crowd, the Angry Titans?
Definitely.
They are, so
Yes.
they need the crowd to be loud for them.
Yeah, I mean, we lost in Paris to Eagle Gaming because of the crowd also as well. So now I think maybe we get a time for redemption to win with the crowd.
All right, some energy from your crowd as well, powering you guys
yeah,
up.
please, guys, keep it up. I want you to be even louder. Hell yeah!
Well, you guys are definitely working with the hometown advantage, to be sure. But I have to ask, going in here, how was it to give Atlanta a taste of EU's very own ladder special?
It just feels great, you know? Like, I was a little bit worried because Atlanta's a really good team. They have some very young and promising players. we never underestimated them, but we knew that if we just play the way we are used to playing, then I think we can beat them, and it shows.
Well, right now it's looking good. You're one map away from keeping EU alive, but can Atlanta strike back? We're going to find out in just a few minutes.
Alright, yeah. Everyone split the pieces. Yeah, you get the logo.
I support my team by giving them a lot of confidence, by supporting them with good words. As a team captain, that is very important.
Okay. Go, guys! Woo! Let's go!
I go there. Yeah.
Okay.
It has been a battle here in Krefeld. The Angry Titans saying that EU will not go down without a fight. And certainly they have the support of the crowd and then some. But Atlanta, they're a team that has fought against all odds and not one to be counted out here just yet. We still have more Overwatch to play, and we'll find out now if Atlanta can bring things back.
And the confidence for Angry Titans, for all of you, has always been extremely high. That's part of what the banter's been about. But it's paid off here for Angry Titans. Despite having a crushing loss yesterday, they've come back today. They look far stronger. They're executing strats very excellently at that. Atlanta, they look confused. They look confused on Hanamura, especially on their offense. They did not know how to counter that, the EU ladder strats.
Well, maybe they should have spent less time sleeping and more time grinding EU ranked. But guys, next map we're going to, it will be Junkertown. And we'll see if Atlanta can win Junkertown and force a map 5 as they try and end the EU dreams here and now.
And Junkertown is a map where it is enabled, you can play some very interesting compositions, particularly on first. It's Widow's Haven, it's Sniper Haven if you are going to see that. We've seen a lot of aggressive forward holds too, using Symmetra to move Bastion around, that moving castle strategy. So there's a lot of options here to open up for both squads who have shown that flexibility on both DPS and the 3-3. I bet we're going to see some pretty interesting choices.
Wouldn't surprise me in the least. However, when we take a look within the series alone, which team has looked better at sillier compositions, at things that Junkertown might favor, it's been the Angry Titans.
The Angry Titans have looked very strong so far in the matchup. Atlanta, they need to get back to what was working very well for them. And I think Blizzard World was the peak example of that, because Blizzard World is when they're able to set up, play those long games, have great engagements overall, rather than those more hectic fights, those more crazy compositional fights that Angry Titans love to stick to a lot of times so far in this series at least. Atlanta loses its head a bit.
So it's all going to come down to this. Atlanta, the last stand for them here, if they wish to get to the loser bracket final tomorrow. Angry Titans, of course, looking to prevent the all-NA apocalypse, as some may call it.
Some may call that. We may not, but some will.
Not us, but perhaps most of the people here in the crowd.
Yeah, mostly people here in the crowd. And it's going to be Angry Titans here on that offense, looking to run out with actually the Ashe and the Bastion, along with Urki, Roadhog, looking for strong picks here. Atlanta playing 3-3, holding close here, just looking to only contest the cart by time.
And they're going to be looking to buy time, but I just don't know how effective.
I don't know how they're going to be able to do it.
No, I think the shield's going to go down immediately. I think Gator is just going to get taken down, and that's how it's going to go. Gator immediately removed, and Atlanta will have to change something up.
Yeah, it is not looking good for them. You see the Halt coming out, moving them in the line of sight of A-Box. They're getting all those frags. Not a lot of time burnt off the clock. And if Atlanta was looking to make that strategy, I would imagine they might play a May, but they were probably expecting Angry Titans to roll out on something similar to where they could actually fight them. But Angry Titans are like, why would we fight you at all when we're so close to spawn doors? We'll just use the advantage of our height, use the closest of those doors.
Atlanta is staying on 3-3, despite what just happened a moment ago. Do you agree?
I think as we move to second, the 3-3 becomes a lot stronger in terms of the rotation, and especially if Bird gets a pick on the Spectral, because now they can move directly to cart.
That should not happen. The Zen should not take down the Widow, but happened it has. Still 5-on-5, and A-Fox is controlling a remarkable amount of space right now for the Angry Titans.
But Atlanta still holding strong here. Bunny Ash will be doing so much healing with that amp in these close space. They have beat if they want to come out and re-engage.
So bear in mind, this is a one healer setup. Should they get on the Batiste, it becomes much easier. But look at the application matrix down here for A-Fox. This is one supercharged tank that finds Funny Astro as the Titans get through yet another choke.
Yeah, but Saucy, he's actually went and caught Spectral is coming back from spawn. Gator getting whole hog. He's going to be gone. No shield available. So now Atlanta, they just have to come and die on point.
And this is looking even better. The Titans making a clean sweep. They're going to ride this all the way to the apex of point A.
And now this is where the real test comes into play for Angry Titans. First is great for the strategy, especially if we keep snowballing, but once Atlanta can get out of spawn, get to the high ground, and drop onto this, it becomes a lot harder to stop that push.
Well, for Atlanta, they have to hope that the next fight,
I think they're going to be
Ultimates
swapping.
on board, are going to be what they need. And yeah, is there going to be a swap coming in? Spectral going to be moving over to the Ashe.
Is that it? Is that the only swap? Because if so, it still very much works in about a very similar fashion. It's just you have an Ashe rather than the Widow for extra long range. So Atlanta, they can be much happier now that they're holding on the high ground, looking to drop down, contest the cart. A-Fox coming here for the flank.
Well, A-Fox looking for the Bastion, has D.Va in his face. Can mitigate damage, but not for long. Nano boosted up, looking for the opportunity. Now, meanwhile, Atlanta, they take the close quarters fight, and it works quite well in their favor.
Works quite well, but they had to invest in the grab and the transcendence and the rally. 3 ults used to stop the snowball, to stop the push any further. Bird getting a little panicked. They're worried that people are going to go down there in the grab as Angry Titans looking to make some swaps. Spectral going to the Symmetra. This is moving castle.
We'll see if this works out for the Angry Titans. The problem is reestablishing with the Bastion is much easier said than done.
Especially with no support ults really besides that amplification matrix. Because remember, Fat is solo healing right now on the Batiste.
Gator gonna walk forward, looking for the shatter here. Atlanta wants to hold the choke, but Bird's already down. Email hunts him on down. The application matrix out, but Gator, he's flanked around. It's worked out quite well for Atlanta, and the Titans are unable to establish A-Fox out of the fight. And I think that'll be the end of Bastion here.
That should be the end of Bastion here, even with the tank form. They do have the supercharger. They might commit to it for one more fight just for the supercharger. But remember, if they continue to commit and they don't get any value here, they've hurt themselves a lot in terms of the second push.
Well, it's a high risk to value the Q key over the H key. A-Fox using the tank mode. Oh, he's just swapping.
He's just swapping, yeah, he's just swapping. Just pressing Q, gonna go for the swap now. But now because Angry Titans have had to swap here on second, they committed to that push a second time with the moving castle strategy. Atlanta Academy, they're in a strong position and have overall ult advantage.
The tables have completely turned. The problem with Angry Titans is that they have to do a full swap up. Their ultimates are drained. And Atlanta, they get to rally. They know this fight is free
Looking forward, Gator trying to get that pressure, using the rally to get him a lot of sustain here on the front line. It's going to be the shatter up very soon, and that grab, still huge ult economy advantage for them.
Well, even with the rally, they have to invest a beat. It's not as free as Atlanta would have hoped it would be. They do get that down right after. Gator Shatter setting it on up. But the Titans, they force Atlanta to burn some resources.
Pretty saucy, just going for the flank there, finishing off those frags. Gator Shatter, putting everyone on the ground off that rally from Sugar Free. And really, most importantly from the fight, was not only the fight win, but Sugar Free is 70% to another rally, so they can just repeat it here again.
This has been a big rebound for Atlanta here so far. The Titans, who were once so far ahead on time, now struggling, only a minute 50 left.
For Titans, their goal in this next fight is to deny Saucy a lot of this value. Hawk also going to be looking for a good bomb. They need to keep these cooldowns up. They need to keep Lulch's shield very healthy.
Titans going to be taking the flank well around the other side. Atlanta with a lot more firepower, and they're going to show it. They open up with the Graviton. Gator was looking for the charge, doesn't quite get it. Graviton goes back the other way. The bomb used just to make space. The Titans shrug it off. Titans hold the fight, but oh, there's the shatter in from Gator. And that's going to spell the end to the fight.
That will spell the end, and even though Atlanta Academy had to invest a lot of ults in that fight, Angry Titans committed theirs, more time burned off the clock, almost no point presence. They used that bubble so early coming up on that high ground. Lulch's shield takes so much damage because they're using those cooldowns early. The engage is still so much better for Atlanta.
Also, Saucy's been farming. It has been a long time since he last felt the terror of the spawn room. And Atlanta, they're very comfortable in this positioning.
They're continuing to hold this high ground. Astro is going to have another beat. So for Titans, when you look at for Angry Titans, when you look at their ults, Emil is going to be the difference maker. Looking to create some space, potentially eat a grab, and most importantly, use this bomb as a way to zone, to deny cleanup. They're going to enter here with the bomb.
And just as you said, Email strikes, takes down Saucy. And what a play it was. Angry Titans, they finally get through the Atlanta chokehold.
And it's all off that bomb from Emil. They knew they had an ult advantage there. They knew they had to enter the point, and that's why the combo play has been so far less important as we evolved in the meta, because the Diva Bomb is just such an excellent tool to spread the opposing team.
Angry Titans get through one hurdle, but because Atlanta was holding so far up, they have the rare option to recontest here at point B, but it does come with risk.
They're moving forward now. The grab is about to be up. They will get that Transcendence likely in this fight. There's the beat used to engage. They have to be careful though, because Spectral still has that grab.
They use the beat early, but all it buys them is the ability to contest on the cart. Atlanta looking for a little bit more. They're stuck in the grab. Gator holding on to the shatter. Charge to the other side. The bomb is out. Does not connect. Angry Titans win again. The Transcendence of their own. The Graviton used by Atlanta. So is the rally. This is their final ultimate. Angry Titans, meanwhile, pressuring on the cart. Both rallies going down. It's all mechanical from here. And both teams even across the board.
This is a pure neutral fight. Gator getting a little low. The shield presence, he has only half HP. The bubble used to get rid of the Discord, but Gator getting so pressured.
Gator in a real rough spot. Is able to back on out. Gator not done yet. Lulch's not doing the burn, and Lulch's is going to fall. Atlanta looking to repel. Now advancing Reinhardt. Sugar Free gave up his life. It's 5-on-5. Atlanta looking to bring this back. Gator utilizing the right advancement. Astro
dies with beat. He tries to go for the beat. That's over. This should be the fight now unless a huge pick happens.
And what a response in from the Titans. The Titans will take point B in overtime.
That was such a great beat build too for Astro, but he goes for the beat, gets caught, loses it, dies, and that opens up the point for the Angry Titans. Now, continuing forward here into third, they will have their grab available. No beat for Funny Astro, so it is possible to look for some of those pin combos out.
The Angry Titans have persevered, but they have only a minute 10 left to bring this into point C. However, it would be unwise to count them out. They have the positioning, they have the high ground, and they have the ults to back it up.
Saucy does have grab. Hawk with the bomb. They're going to look for this engage. Try to maybe even engage with Hawk's bomb if possible. Here comes the grab for Spectral.
Grab's not going to be used first. The Titans move in. They're looking for Gator, but Hawk's bomb denies. Takes down Fat. But there's the shadow from Motion. But huge to the ground. And the Titans not going to be enough. It's going to be enough. The Titans, they take the fight. They repel Atlanta once more.
And that was a great defensive bomb for Hawk, but the problem here is that they couldn't get the follow-up. Lulch's sees the opening, sets up the shatter, and then Saucy uses the grab to potentially deny any cleanup, but it's too little, too late. Avox had trance, and now Angry Titans in complete control of the cart, and Spectral already 70% to another grab.
Angry Titans, final 20 seconds left. They're looking for the overtime finish, and they might well get it. Atlanta, one last opportunity to hold the home team back.
This is going to be last fight right here. The crowd is pumped. They're watching. There's the rally for Sugar Free. They're trying to set up Gator if possible. So much shield pressure. Fast shatter!
A big shatter from Gator. That could be the crowd deafener, but no! The variant from the Titans. The Titans are still in. The Graviton Eden. What more can the front line of Atlanta do? But Gator is down. The Titans are still in. Evil's bomb out and on the way. Does not connect, but still the Titans with a man advantage. Moving forward. A-Fox has a Trinset, and Hawk is down. And the Titans looking like they're gonna do it here and now.
Bird, though, gets Trance. He can keep Saucy alive. Can they potentially keep Saucy alive at all? They need to keep Saucy alive. The Discord is on Saucy. He's down. It's over. This should be cap for Titans. Map complete.
And the crowd is loving it. The Titans will be pushing this in directly to the end of Point C. And the Angry Titans looking rather angry now.
They're definitely staying angry here, both in the venue and in the booth for the squad. And that was a little bit of just an old misplay there for Atlanta there, moving forward into the third. They just could not find the value in any of the ults. A little bit too reactionary, not proactive enough. And because of that, Angry Titans able to take them to last.
Now it is worth noting that this is still very winnable for Atlanta. Much more so if they had held on Point B. Much more so if Angry Titans did not have such an incredible comeback. However, time was burned down to the lowest, and even though, no matter what, there will be another attack round guaranteed for the Titans, Atlanta could go through this map rather quickly. Junkertown is one of the few escort maps where setting a very quick time is completely possible.
Very possible for Atlanta Academy to have a very strong offense. Angry Titans, though, obviously going to be looking to deny them that. Looks like they could be potentially rolling out with a variation of that bunker comp. Looking to the delay, looking to get those tires for Urki, and they're out here on first. So we're definitely gonna be seeing Junk Widow.
And this is a composition that can be very effective in denying pirate ship style strategies. And it's all gonna come down to two things. Number one, what is Spectral gonna do in the Widow? Will it be the classic Widow just ruins the enemy team's day? And also for Urki, Junkrat, very powerful at certain chokes here on Point A.
Atlanta Academy now going to be on this offense. Bird getting a little scout with the Widow, now swapping to the Zen. They see Titan's composition. They see that there's no Brigitte. Will they be making a change? Gator going to the Winston, Bird to the Ana. Saucy actually going to Hammond. So maybe a triple dive tank setup here for Atlanta Academy. Their goal here is to pressure point, try to get on this backline for Titans, because when there's no Brigitte, much easier to pressure A-Fox and Fat.
And I got news for you. Saucy, his entire strategy here, hunt the Widow.
Atlanta Academy getting this pressure here onto the cart. Titans falling back to the choke. Had that trap set up, waiting for the engage. And Atlanta Academy, the name of the game is the setup, is the dive. Where can they get it?
Well, Atlanta for now is simply pushing the cart. The Angry Titans, they see the Hammond on the way, they hold further back. But now the dive is on the way. The pile driver right to the front line. And Sugar Free is down. And for now, Lolshish might be falling, but the rest of the Titans holding strong in Atlanta. Devastated in the front.
Atlanta devastated. They all still have that cart present right here. You see the res going out for Fat, not able to get picked off. Good res, risky res, but isn't picked off.
And within that battle, Spectral was chunking Gator left, right, and center, chunking Hawk. That is the only way that he would already have recon sight up after one fight.
Recon sight available. Lolshish also 75% to that Supercharger. Supercharger going to be such a strong ultimate here versus Atlanta Academy because it completely denies a lot of that initial engage. They need to get rid of it if they want to fight.
Spectral over the top, looking for the Hammond. Saucy going back to ball mode real quickly, and down goes Astro. Picked out of the sky as Spectral is on a perch, and he will not be denied.
Bye-bye, Gator. And Gator going down, Spectral getting another.
Spectral putting this game into his own hands. 2 minutes burned off the clock. And Angry Titans is 2 minutes away from getting to the lower bracket final tomorrow.
And the Supercharger not even used there, though the Transcendence was forced. But the thing about Transcendence when we're looking at this fight, is it a great overall ultimate? Yes, but there's no combo to worry about anymore. Hook denied. Atlanta, they need to set up this engage now or never. They're coming up on that triple support ult. They're gonna have triple tank ult. This is their fight.
Well, they also have to look out for an old special, courtesy of Jake from the Outlaws, where you hear the Rip Tire is going to be on and ready. A-Fox, though, already down. The tire might have to be a saving maneuver. The tire is off and on its way. 2 members of Titans already down. You see Urki looking for the Tire, gets Sugar Free, but that might not be enough.
Astro needs to go help Saucy. They need to commit. They need to get Spectral, deny him any more health. The Valk is done. There's going to be a Emil getting cleaned up very soon. Saucy made a huge play there. Fat actually giving his life to get rid of Bird, but there's no way Titans will be able to recontest. This will be first cap. And Saucy keeping the presence onto Spectral was critical.
Not only that, Atlanta, depending on how they play this, they might not have to full swap. They can make up on time and momentum. Angry Titans was held at this choke point for a very long time, and I don't know if they'll be able to do the same to Atlanta.
I think right now, if you're Atlanta Academy, you know that you're ahead overall in the ult game because all Angry Titans just swapped. Astro has beat. You can use this beat for free to engage and get through this choke point.
Certainly going to be the way they're going to approach it here. Atlanta Academy on the ground, the Titans on the top. But now it's time to drop on down, say hello, and take the fight directly to the Gator. See Emil coming in off the flank, but pays a dear price in health. The Titans getting poked down low, and Sugar Free gonna strike. 2 down for the Titans. And Atlanta, they get through the choke effortlessly.
And that was exactly what they needed to do. They recognized they had the beat. It's actually 2 members of Atlanta Academy going down, both Bird and Sugar Free. The delay is still available. They need to make sure Spectral can't get out. Spectral cannot get out with this energy. They can't lose anyone else. He will go down. Good usage of the beat. Still holding the card.
Titans just boomed themselves. Atlanta was getting progress all the while, and all Titans ended up doing was staggering even more.
So Angry Titans gonna look to recontest here. They're gonna have Grab, they're gonna have Trance, they have the ult they need. Saucy doesn't have Graviton of his own. Hawk and Gator are gonna look for a combo play here to finish out this cap.
Spectral gonna open up with the grab. Everyone from Atlanta getting up close to personal. Bird is down. Spectral taking the fight into his own hands. Transcendence out here from the Angry Titans. They move on forward, and they will deny Atlanta here at the end of point B.
And Atlanta Academy actually deciding to not commit anything into that fight post-grab other than the Shatter. The Shatter removes Trance, so that means if once Saucy gets this grab, it's a lot more deadly.
Oh!
Astro getting a little stagger there. Was he going for the back cap? I think he was.
I think he was. He was trying to be a little bit sneaky, and it would have been devastating, back-breaking, if you will. But instead, all he's done is stagger himself.
So triple support ult going to be available very soon for Atlanta Academy. They're going to be able to move in here, even use Hawk's bomb to necessarily split, look for the engage. And remember, Saucy's going to have grab very soon. Avox is going to have Trance.
Atlanta going to be taking this on the ground. Angry Titans in the air. Walshish looking to drop on down. Your Chatter locked, ready to go. Use it in response, and 2 from Atlanta down to the ground. But Bird is there for Transcendence. Atlanta still healthy, but not anymore. Sugar Free and Gator are going to fall. And the pressure from the Titans is too much.
Angry and Titans are making the right plays here. Rather than playing defensively, knowing that Saucy's coming up on grab, letting them engage, they're dropping down on them. Even with Astro, with a great peel boop, stopping some of the damage there from Lulsish, they could still keep on committing, and they double support ulted. Bird, Astro, they layered support ults.
Atlanta down to their final minute. Their season on the line. The Angry Titans, 1 team fight away from defending the pride of EU and going on to fight tomorrow.
And it's all down to this combo. It's all down to the grab, to the bomb. Avox, Fats, double support ult. They have what they need to deny the value.
Saucy over the top, putting on to grab. Gator's already down. The bomb out. Bird gets Loshish. It's all even, 5 on 5. Angry Titans have to commit the Transcendence. Emil's demacked. There's still life in Atlanta. This could get real grim here for the Titans fast. Hawk is down, and the Titans are still holding here on the top.
Astro has to get beat now. They've committed to this fight, but Spectral so close to the grab. Astro's only 80%. They need a support ult to stay in this fight. Fat also has the beat of his own.
Final 10 seconds, do or die for Atlanta for their entire season. The Titans, though, they're locked and loaded. They're ready to go. 4 ults are here. The Graviton going down here from Spectral. Gets Saucy in, and Saucy is down. Man advantage for the Titans, and there's the Shatter, the dagger to the hearts of Atlanta. British Hurricane, you have been avenged. Angry Titans, we will see you tomorrow.
You see them, they're very happy. They're in the booth, the crowd is happy. Everyone is here happy for Angry Titans. And EU, we will see you again. You are not gone now. There is still hope left, and that is what I call a series.
No doubt about it. And guys at home, please give your appreciation to this fantastic crowd behind us. You guys put on a show.
And we're back, and it's here with us. We see the crowd behind us. That was a good series. I don't think we can say anything else. That's exactly what I hoped for. Would I have loved a map 5? Yes. I would have loved a map 5. We see Titans now exiting everyone. Very happy to see them.
The hometown heroes, they actually live just right above this very venue. They didn't have to travel far. And they have defended their honor here. They do not go down without a fight. And it will not be all NA tomorrow.
Nope, no all NA. We still have EU in the running here. But that was a great showing for Atlanta. I think that was a great showing for Atlanta and a great showing for the Angry Titans, as we see right there. This squad, despite a crushing defeat, has come back, had a good series, and they keep on going now in the bracket.
And now the stage has been set. We have 3 teams left.